Hello and welcome back to Barbells and Battlefields. And today we are talking steroids once again. But before we begin, I'm not a doctor or physician of any kind, nor am I instructing or advising you on the use of performance enhancing drugs. We are just talking about what I personally use for the sport of strongman. So let's get started. So, originally in the month of February, I was supposed to be using 500 milligrams of test per week, 350 milligrams of EQ per week, as well as 150 milligrams of primobolan. Now we're going to revise and amend that a little bit. The reason being is that I was originally planning to compete in the summer. However, that's going to be pushed back towards the latter part of the year, and therefore I think we're going to, in a sense, take a step back on the cycle. Now, a lot of you may question why that is, and the reason that is because you only have so many blasts and so much time to run PEDs. In the end of the day, PEDs are going to take a toll on your health over the long term, and the higher the dosages that you run, obviously the higher risk of side effects and long-term side effects. So there's always a way to be safer, and that's not to use too much when you don't need to. So considering that we're still going to compete towards the end of the year, we're going to still stay on cycle, but we are going to pull back a little bit. So the test will stay at 500 milligrams per week. However, the EQ is going to be reduced to 150 milligrams per week, and we are going to postpone adding in the primobolan in probably until March or April time. That being said, 500 milligrams of test and 150 milligrams of EQ will still be suffice to keep me getting stronger and to build. Because in the end of the day, as much as we want the steroids to do the work for us, we still have to work hard in the gym, we still have to eat right, we still have to sleep, so on and so forth. The better you are at all those things, the more steroids are going to do for you. So, it's not always about running the most and, trying to get there fast. I clearly have plenty of time before I compete again, so now it's just about improving technique, pushing myself to get to that next level without so much in my system. But we will still continue to titrate up, probably starting in March and April again, like I said. We just wanted to slow our roll a little bit, make sure that we're not going too crazy too fast. That being said, I might still compete in May. That May competition, though, will not be a qualifier for anything further, so it's not a competition that I'm going to peak for. We are talking the World Strength Games, which is a awesome and very heavy amateur contest. I really like the events, and I like how they're contested. Unfortunately, like I said, it's not a qualifier for regionals or nationals or anything like that. So the problem is that it won't get me closer to a pro card, but I would still like to compete in it just for fun. My girlfriend Jasmine will be competing in that. That will be her first strongman contest, so it'll be a lot of fun there to support her as well as potentially compete myself. Now, if you guys have any questions about PEDs or how I use them, please throw them in the comments. That way I can address them in the next video. It creates a good back and forth for me and gets me going on what you guys want to know and need to know, what you guys are curious about. I am excited to continue the cycle and get bigger and stronger as time goes by. It's always a lot of fun doing it. But yeah, like we said earlier, you got to be safe about it. So we're going to ease up a little bit. Some people did have questions about the EQ. I touched a little bit on EQ before. EQ is a very powerful test derivative. Like I said previously, it's used for race horses. The endurance you get on it is insane. The strength, the lean muscle mass gain, it's all really good, especially for strongman and bodybuilding. I'm sure it's applicable for powerlifting as well. But for strongman, I really enjoy it because not only does it improve your strength and size, but that endurance and stamina factor is huge for things like yoke walk and farmers and your just overall endurance. You have to be strong, agile as a strongman. You can't just be a big bulky monster. Some of them are, but it doesn't work to your advantage as an overall strongman, especially if you're shorter like myself. You definitely want to stay a little bit athletic, because we can't chase the mass monsters, the guys who are 6'8", 6'5", weighing in between 350 and 400 pounds. I'm pretty strong. I'm pretty big to the average person, but I'm only 290 pounds at my biggest usually compared to these absolute monsters. Who are also juicing. So, yeah, there's that. Anyway, guys, thanks for joining us again for Saiyan Strongman Steroid Cycle. Always remember to revise based on the needs of the time. Don't get stuck on the just traditional, and I have to do this because this is what is written. Be smart, guys. But yeah, like and subscribe to Barbells and Battlefields. Throw on the notifications, and we'll see you next time.